Hey everyone. Hello. I'm sorry, I'm fixing my hair, but I wanted to talk to y'all. Like, I am alone with my thoughts, y'all. And, okay. Does anyone else not think this is wild? Like, we're literally watching like Grand Theft Auto video game memes about war. I just think that's weird. I mean, I don't know. I've never had an administration in my life that used Grand Theft Auto memes. And then I never ever seen another country make their own and battle. I'm like, what is happening right now, y'all? And I was just saying this yesterday, but this case in point, it seems like the days are going quicker and quicker and quicker. Like, y'all, I swear I just woke up like 3 hours ago, but it is already 2:37 here in the afternoon. So that means I've been awake 6 hours. It seems like 2.5. So where did the other 3.5 go? Anyone else? Does anyone else feel like time's just whizzing on by? Like the days are getting shorter? I mean, y'all, we are about to be in April. And I keep thinking, April 5th is going to be Easter. Hey, y'all. And I don't know. I just feel weird. I feel weird. And I know I can't be the only one that feels weird. Like, I feel like a hot mess. Hey. Oh, do you feel weird out in San Diego? Like, does it seem like the days are... Yes. And in the book of... it might be in the book of Enoch, actually. It's in one of the books. It's talking about, like, the days are going to be shorter and the time is going to seem shorter. And we're there. Yeah, you feel weird too? I mean, it's just... I just keep saying... God, Jesus has to come back soon, like, y'all. And it said, like, it will be like it was in the days of Noah. And after reading a lot of those Epstein files, you can't read the book of Genesis and read some of those Epstein files and not say that we are in the days of Noah. Yeah. I mean, I know the calendars changed when they went from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar. I know that Pope Gregory thought he was cooler than God and thought he'd just change everything. And that's fine. He can do that, whatever. So, I know that that time is warped. And I also have, like, ideas that, we might be lied to about how many months there are in a year, because if there was 13 instead of 12, then there would be 28 days in each month. So there's that. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about literally, I feel like I take a shower and look at the clock and it's been like 7 hours and I'm just like, I was like, I've been thinking lately, like, I'm so glad I'm not behind the chair right now, because I'd probably be like, what? I just started this highlight. How can it be, like, time for you to get here already? Like, it's very appointment, yeah, that's weird. And... you know what else is weird, Mom? Is the military uses the flat earth map when they like are flying and stuff and looking at the lands. And it's like, why are y'all using the flat earth map if the earth is actually like this, not like that? That's totally different. So, did you, I have a cousin who recently graduated and she's a commercial pilot now, and I was literally like, hey girl, so from your perspective, is the earth round or flat? And she was like, well, I've only been about like, and this was a while ago, but at the time she was like, I've only been about 6,000 miles up, but it looks like it's flat. And I was like, okay, thanks. I'm on a dating app. I'm also a recovering people pleaser, so my like bio was, sort of nice, but I just recently changed it, and it's like, the earth is flat, moon landing was a hoax, not vaccinated, and you shouldn't be either. If you are, press the X. Thanks. And seriously, couples, what the hell is wrong with you? Married people? No. And then, like, the next thing is, I love Jesus. And it's like, you would be surprised how many people don't read. Because I've been on a couple of first dates, and I'm like, so, are you vaccinated? And they're like, yeah, I had to take the vaccine. I'm thinking, in my brain, I'm thinking, why am I here? Did you not friggin' read Press the X? That's like been on there since day one, the vaccine stuff. I just recently put the moon landing is a hoax and the earth is flat as like my headline, because I'm sick of weeding out these people after the fact. Like, I figured just blasting that as a headline will get their attention, and it will definitely weed out the wheat from the chaff, I don't know. It's just... So, I don't know. I just have this random thought of, it just... like, things just don't seem real anymore. Like, are you joking? And and I did this to myself, but I asked God, I pestered him, and I said, I need you to lower this spiritual veil and show me what is good in my life with good intentions and what is bad in my life with bad intentions. And he sure did, y'all. And I saw another girl talking about this on YouTube last night, and she said, but you need to be prepared to hear the answer. And I was like, case in point, something went down. I prayed the prayer on Thursday. Something went down on Friday, and on Saturday night, I was talking to a friend. I was like, yeah, I've been, asking for this spiritual veil to get lower. And then it hit me like a bolt of lightning. And I was like, that's exactly what he did. Oh my goodness. Look, I did this to myself. But I also know that he's going to Genesis 50:20 the whole situation, and what was meant for evil is going to be turned into good for me. So, sorry about the devil's bad luck, but he's a loser. So, anyway, I love y'all, and I was just randomly thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh, why is this going on right now? Like, it all seems fake. Everything seems fake. I don't know. Like, time speeding up. We have a meme war in a kinetic actual war going on. So we're having like not only like an actual kinetic war, but we're having both sides producing AI memes. Like, we have people getting euthanized by choice. It just all seems fake. And also, with that said, there are also people that are just going about daily life. And I'm like, I was walking through the grocery store the other day, and I'm just like, literally had to go to the grocery store because I didn't have any food left in the house, and I need food to like sustain me. So I was like, well, I have to go. All right, I have to. And I'm walking around, and people are just, making plans and talking about like where they're gonna go eat that night and blah blah blah, and this girl's outfit and blah blah blah. And I'm like thinking, I'm just having the hardest time going through real life right now. Like, just day-to-day functions, like going to the grocery store or checking the mail. It seems like pretending like life is normal is just really hard, and I can't do it. And I'm honestly shocked that there are so many people that are just going on and doing the thing. And I'm like, y'all aren't mad enough. Yeah, I have trust issues with food too. Like, literally, I used to say going to the grocery store with me was like going on a trip to the library, because I'm going to read every label of every product that goes into my cart, and I am going to probably scan QR codes, like I've done this actually. I've been standing in aisles on the phone with customer service at different food companies saying, I'm looking at these pinto beans and chili sauce, blah, blah, blah. And I need to know, is there a bioengineered food ingredient in here? Like, because they're trying to get sneaky now. Like, instead of saying contains a bioengineered food ingredient on the package, they just put this QR code, and then you have to scan that. And then a lot of times it'll say, for additional ingredients, call this number. And then you call the number, and turns out they have like exactly what you're trying to avoid in there. And it's like, y'all are trying to be sneaky. Like, one, you quit putting it on the label and put it behind a QR code. And then two, when you scan the QR code, if you don't like scroll all the way to the bottom where it says for additional ingredients, call this number, you're not going to know. So they are being sneaky about trying to poison us. They're trying to kill us. And now they're being even more sneaky about it. And I'm like, I thought y'all had to be transparent. Yeah. Oh, yeah. HEK293. I have a whole highlight on my other Instagram profile about, I called it Alive because of that movie, back in the day. It's just, people eating people. My mom used to ask, like, can we stop at McDonald's? And I would say, no, Mom, you're not allowed to eat people in my car. And I mean, I hate saying no to my own mother, but for real, like, you ain't eating people in my car. And it's mathematically impossible for McDonald's to have served that many burgers when there's not that many cows on Earth. So, that's some fun math. Also, when you take that into effect, that's just McDonald's. Then we talk about Wendy's, Burger King, Sonic, all the other fast food chains that serve hamburgers, and then every restaurant that serves hamburgers, and then every grocery store that serves hamburgers. The air conditioning unit just kicked on. I was like, really? I'm trying to talk. Yeah, but I went down and searched HEK293, and it turns out it's human embryonic kidney, and it comes from an aborted baby. And the 293 is important because it took them 293 tries to get it right. So they got a human embryonic kidney cell HEK 293 from an aborted fetus, and that is the natural flavor that they use in a lot of products. And if you look at some of the list, it's wild. Like all of the Tropicana products, all of the Quaker products, all of the Yoplait products. That includes your Go-Gurt that you're feeding your kids. Fun. Starbucks, McDonald's, Hardee's, Carl's Jr., Chick-fil-A. Like, there's so many places I can't eat anymore. Literally, the only thing that wasn't on the list was like, because this is a much shorter list that I eat at, was like Steak and Shake and Del Taco. That was literally it. Like, well, everything else has changed. Like Chipotle, bad. Moe's, not good. Yeah. You know, somebody accused me of watching too much Alex Jones over like some stuff, and I was like, I don't even know who that is, and I had to look him up. Like, but then I'm like, maybe if you're gonna accuse me of watching some bro, like, he actually has some valid points. And I didn't know he existed until that comment, and I was like, who is he? But he, you know, has some valid points about the stuff that's in the water, and I believe that because I lived in Idaho, all right? And I lived up there, made friends, and then I moved away. And I have talked to some of my friends. I'm going to try to be very vague. I've talked to some of my friends, and one of them, their daughter is now identifying as a dude. And because I was like, how's Charlotte? Sorry, I was trying to be vague and I totally, you know. Anyway, turns out that's not what that person is going by anymore. And then totally different conversation, totally different month, totally different person. I asked how one of their daughters was. And they said that she now was identifying as a dude. And I was like, wait, but isn't she married? And they were like, yeah, well, she got divorced from that guy, and they were living with a girl, and now she's dating the girl that they were living with, but they're all three still living together. It's just she moved bedrooms. So there might actually be something to the waters. Yeah, I mean, it's just weird. It's weird. And the thing is like, also when I lived up there, I'm going to try to be vague, but I suck at this, obviously, because I'm so transparent. Someone I knew got married to a woman, and then she found out that he liked men. And they got divorced, obviously, but dang, I mean, there might be something in the water up there is all I'm trying to say. Like, I'm just a lone introverted person. I don't know that many people. Like, my bubble's small. So for me to just name 3 people off the top of my head that switched identities, like within 2 years, there might be something in the water. I'm just saying. And also, with that said, the chemtrails and stuff that they're spraying, let me just talk about that for a second, because I didn't think about this, but I have this theory. One of my friend's sisters used to bike everywhere. She rode her bicycle everywhere. Like, she didn't drive in a car. She was outside all the time. Even in winter in Idaho, she would go out into the wild and snowshoe and stuff. Like, she was wild. Alright? She was always outside. And she died of cancer at 28 years old. Like, just boom, had cancer and boom. As a matter of fact, the way it happened was one of her friends was going in for some sort of cancer screening, and was afraid and was scared. And to be like moral support, she was like, I'll go with you and I'll get it done too. We'll do this together. Yay. And then we'll go eat afterwards. She didn't think anything of it. And then, like, friend A, totally afraid of it, was in the clear. And then her going for moral support, red flags. That, like, all the sirens went off. They rushed her into surgery. I mean, it was wild. So she went for moral support and ended up being the actual person that needed the moral support. But she was outside all the time. And she passed away. And I was like, I saw a video where somebody was like spraying bug spray. And it said, like, you know, what they're doing to us. Like, pretty much true. Like, if you think of it, a chemtrail as a bug spray for humans, that's exactly what's going on. Do y'all see that wasp thing? Was that a murder hornet? Oh my god, do y'all see him? Please don't. He's probably gonna like land right on my face or something. I can see him. Please don't. Uh-oh. Bro. Hi. Oh gosh. Oh y'all. Oh, he's on the move. He's gonna talk. Please don't talk. Please don't touch me. Oh, okay. I'm serious when I say that hornet thing is like probably this big. It's huge. That's why I said, is that a murder hornet? Like, I was expecting to see you like 6 years ago, friend. I did not have you on my bingo card anymore. I'm sorry. I erased you. Like, where did it go though? Like that, I didn't see it fly off. So it's apparently like somewhere right there. Anyway. So anyway, I was thinking about the bug spray thing. And yeah. No, they'd send a squirrel. They know. And by now they're like, if we really want the info, we're gonna have to send in a furry animal. She'll befriend and talk to anything with fur. I always say, when I'm praying to God, I'm like, when I get to heaven, I really want to see the angels. Like, do y'all see him? I know you just saw, like, his legs because he flew, like, diagonally down in front of the phone. So anyway, yeah, they heard you. Oh gosh, but for real, you know, also, you know, I want to, like, this is totally unrelated, but I've been doing laundry and there are some, oh my god, he's back, y'all, he's back. I've been doing laundry and I know some kids just like grab single socks and wear mismatched socks all the time, but I've never ever been down ever with that. I want to show y'all something because this is a huge thing for me right now. I have mismatched socks on, but they're both like the same length. So I was just like, you know what? They're not even the same brand, but they're the same length. I'm just going to go with it. It's fine. So I have mismatched socks on today, which is wild because I've never done that ever in my life. 50 years old. Never. So, anyway, I think it's going to rain, so I'm going to jump off here. But I do love y'all, and my random thoughts on a Friday. Love y'all so much. I hope y'all have a great weekend and make it a great weekend. And yeah, I'm Gen X and I don't care. A bumblebee came up the other day and I immediately stuck my finger out and said, "Come here, bee, come here, land on my finger." And I was like trying to get the bee to land on my finger, and then I'm thinking in my head, like, you're allergic to bees. Why are you doing this? The last thing you need to do is try to entice the bee to land on you. Like, okay, look, you're making me super freaking nervous, bro. All right, I'm gonna go inside because the murder hornet is like circling. And it's gonna rain. I love y'all.